From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you in your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.
A pair accused of robbing a man of hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewelry and cash are in jail tonight. Police say one of the suspects had lured the victim from another part of the state to a Miami Beach hotel. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us from the jail where the suspects are being held.
Police say the victim started an online relationship with a woman on Instagram and that he drove all the way down from Gainesville to South Florida to meet her, only to be robbed.
The charge is armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. You were arrested for armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon and making threats or extortion.
21-year-old Akura Stover and 33-year-old Deshaun Casey are facing serious charges after police say they committed a calculated crime.
Because armed robbery is considered a dangerous crime, I'm required by law to hold you with no bond.
According to police, Stover, a North Carolina native, was talking to a man from Gainesville online when they decided to meet up face-to-face on the 6500 block of Collins Avenue in Miami Beach on December 7th. And according to the arrest report, the victim and Stover, they were hanging out at this hotel behind me when police say things took a turn. They say that Stover put out a gun and then stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from the victim. The report states Stover took approximately $200,000 worth of jewelry and $3,000 in cash from the victim. Investigators say Stover then hopped into a rideshare and was dropped off at 36th Street and Biscayne Boulevard, where police say she met Casey. The arrest report goes on to say that the victim received communications from defendant Casey, where he implicated himself in the robbery and tried to intimidate the victim into buying his stolen jewelry back. Both Stover and Casey were identified by the victim. Both were arrested on felony charges Monday. Their lawyers appeared in court on their behalf.
Good luck to you, ma'am. You have a good lawyer. Listen to what he tells you, all right?
All right, thank you so much.
Both Stover and Casey are expected to face a judge Tuesday morning. But for now, reporting from TGK, Adam McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. You just saw the video which was on or is on CBS News. I've been looking at this all over my timeline, for a couple of days on Facebook. And the story is about a young woman that's actually from Goldsboro, North Carolina, where I live. And a young man, he may be from Goldsboro or I don't know. But these two, the couple, as you just saw in the video, set an individual up, allegedly, let's say that, allegedly, in Florida and took $200,000 worth of jewelry and $3,000 in cash. Now, first let me say this is not judgment. This is just for educational purposes only. Once again, I got a couple of robbery charges on my jacket. So I'm not one to judge. I've been caught for some robberies, and I've done some that I've got away with. So let's get let's get that out the way here. Now, I've also been the victim of robbery. Shot 3 times. If you haven't got my first book, please go get it. Brushes with Death, Blood of Jesus. It talks about that. Shot 3 times holding my daughter by a woman in a similar situation. So that's what I want to talk about. That's why I'm talking about this from a personal aspect. Now, apparently this is how the story goes. The 21-year-old woman, Miss Akura Stover, 21, evidently met this man online. It said, one article said they met on Instagram. They started talking, and they finally agreed to meet. Now, I don't know if she met him on Instagram while she was down there in Miami, or was it an internet relationship that people start talking like, yeah, you know, come on down, or I'm gonna fly you out, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, they met in Miami. Now, the dude apparently was from Gainesville. They met in Miami. The article said that they spent the whole weekend together. I guess Monday, Monday, I think, maybe Monday. In the morning time, she pulled a pistol. Now, one article said that, you know, she gave him some vodka. Now, once again, all of this is allegedly. I'm reading what I'm seeing online. All of this is allegedly. One article says she gave him some vodka. He started to drink it. When he started to drink it, she pulled out the blicker. She pulled out the stick. Pulled out the stick on him. Yo, run that. Run that. So evidently, my man had a whole bunch of jewels. Gave him the jewels. Gave her the jewels, and then gave her $3,000 in cash. She takes the ransom, hops in a ride share, the article said, ride share, Uber, Lyft, whatever the case may be. She gets dropped off at another hotel or somewhere else down the street with this man. This man is reportedly Deshaun Casey. Now, this article has him listed as 30 years old. Another article has him listed like 33. Once again, I don't know either of these individuals. So she gets with him. This guy starts texting the dude back. Like, yo, we got your jewels. If you want them back, you can buy them back for such and such. Or, the article says that, he tried to intimidate the man to come and buy his jewelry back. Now, 50 Cent had a song a while back, like How to Rob, right? Where you talking about how to rob people. This is definitely not how you rob people after the fact. But let's continue. So he messed around and texting the dude or whatever, calling him, say, yo, man, come buy your jewelry back. In the midst of that, I guess through the texts, through the calls, the phone pinging, whatever the case may be, they tracks the two down. The police tracks the two down. They get them. I guess they bring them in front of the man. He was like, yeah, that's the girl who robbed me. And now both are in a Miami-Dade County jail, as you saw in the video, facing no bond. Now, evidently, they might have, as you heard the judge say, well, you got a good lawyer, listen to him. So they may be in a better position. But I want to talk about this on like a whole bunch of different levels, right? Once again, I've been on both sides of the gun. I've been the robber and I've been the robbee. So I'm talking from personal experience. So this is once again for educational purposes. Hopefully somebody can learn something from this. First of all, after you rob somebody, like the best thing to do is get far away as you can. If $200,000 worth of jewelry is a lot of jewelry. Now if you like the people from Italian Job and you got fences where you can get 50%, whatever the case, I've never been in that type of deal, so I don't know. But I know if we got a lot of jewelry, we got $3,000 in cash. Look, let's go ahead back. And I don't know if the young lady was staying there. I don't know if that man was staying there, that she was down here with them, but this was the regular MO. If this was a constant thing, I don't know. But what I do know is after you rob somebody, you don't call them back and be like, yeah, come get your stuff back. Because think about it. You already robbed a man for $200,000 worth of jewelry and $3,000. So where is he going to get the money back? With money to buy the jewelry back that fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's sort of that's not a good play in my and once again, I'm not advocating robbery. First of all, this is what happens. And I seen a one lady post about the young lady. Okay, well, y'all talking about the robbery, best believe, or y'all better be glad that it didn't go another way, because she's still here. And that's the main point, because it could have, homeboy could have had the jammy, and you know what I'm saying, went for broke. And then, everybody would have been saying R.I.P. She was such a, wonderful lady. You know how it goes, because if when the girl shot me in the hotel room, fortunately I live, but of course everybody would have said, oh, Richard was such a good guy, yeah, but in that particular instance I won't. And so in this particular instance, the young lady got luckily she's only in jail for robbery, right? And so secondly, dudes, once again, because this is not judgment, because I've been on that side of the gun, like the barrel side, like looking the barrel dead in your face like that. You gotta be careful when you in this online dating stage. Now mine happened in 2008. Now back then they had the the back pages and stuff like that, but this wasn't that situation. I met this girl on the street. We was hanging out, and then a few times, and then she caught me lacking. She literally rocked me to sleep. Like she had my baby in her arms, rocking my baby to sleep, right? But what I want to say is, when y'all on these dating sites or these Instagrams or these whatever you meeting these girls, you gotta be careful. Like, and then first of all, why would you go anywhere with somebody you don't know with that much jewelry on you, And I mean, I guess you could say $3,000 is a lot of money in cash to have, because as you see, I think I had $1,000 in my pocket when the young lady, and matter of fact, funny, she was 21 and I was like 30. Yeah, I was 30 at the time. So, be careful. When you meeting people from out of town, when you getting on these internet relationships and things like that, because you never know what somebody is on, as you see, and evidently she rocked them to sleep. They said, one article said they spent the whole 2 days together, and so after 2 days, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You probably, let's go to the liquor store, roll up, you lay back like this, she, whatever the case may be, she treat you like a clean, all the while fattening you up for the kill. So, that's not a good situation to be in these days, when you never know what somebody on. Now, back to my man, Mr. Casey. Now, I don't know, once again, is this, their MO? Has they been doing it? I do gotta look at him as, maybe the mastermind, maybe not. But I think, like, hey, what I'm saying? I got this dude, because once again, like the chick that ended up robbing me, she was telling me, look, you got anybody we can rob? You got anybody you can sick me on? You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, that's not how I operate. You know what I'm saying? But she was so used to that, and then she just turned it on me like, bow. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, you ain't got nobody to rob. I'm gonna rob you. So, I don't know if that was the case. I'm kind of leaning toward that, just me looking from the outside in and looking at the age difference. 21, you're considered an adult, but at 21, you are still able to be manipulated in certain ways. So, that man, just looking at him, he looks like he's been in a few situations, maybe have been, locked up a few times. I don't know. But also in the video in front of the judge, he kind of look kind of shaky. So I don't know if there's some substance abuse involved or whatever the case may be. But I'm just giving commentary on it because I seen it all over my timeline. It's sort of like a national story because this is on CBS News that I'm reading from. And it's, funny, like I said, from Goldsboro, North Carolina, you see something like that happen, in Miami, at the Monte Carlo Hotel. And you see, 200,000, 200K is a lot of money. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't, once again, not advocating robbery, but with me, I got 200K of jewelry, 3,000. Okay, I'm heading back. How we get there? You know what I'm saying? You might have flew, you might have drove, or they might have been standing. But what I'm saying is, don't call them back. Like, that's the last thing you do, especially if you don't know them. I don't know where she told him she was from. If she did, she was just on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. He don't even know where you from. Now, he know what you look like, so you really putting yourself, in a most wanted situation because they're going to easily, okay, well, yeah, this is her Instagram right there. So, that's a spur of the moment type decision. Once again, I made plenty of when I was 21. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got robberies on my jacket. So this is not a judgment video. So this is just once again warning people what can happen. Now robberies, 7 to 14 years. I don't know their jacket. Once again, I don't think they gave her a bond because it's a. They said it's a dangerous crime. I think they gave him a bond of $15,000, if I'm not mistaken. But so maybe maybe he's already out. But that's the situation. Once again, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and this is not a judgment. This is just education on what not to do. Don't rob nobody. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's got it. This is part of that culture. This is part of that rap music culture. I'll come in and lay everybody down culture. I gotta get money however I can culture that we got money. That money, that little $3,000 don't mean nothing now when you in them orange jumpsuits and them cuffs. Money's not that important. I've seen too many people die over money. Less than that. Like I said, the girl shot me 3 times close range over $1,000. Seen people die for less. Dice games. You know what I'm saying? All the transactions. So none of this stuff matters in the grand scheme of things. None of it matters. Like you can work 2 months at McDonald's and save up $3,000. You know what I mean? You can work, you can get a job at the bakery and work for a month and save up $2,000. Whatever the case may be, like you can get money. You don't have to take it to that extreme so fast to get a fast buck, because all fast bucks go even faster, as we see in this case. Now, I just don't understand the concept of calling somebody back after you already got, what I'm saying? Like, look, let's get out of town. We got 200. I'm at least sell it for 50. You know what I'm saying? If I sell it for 40, shoot. If I sell it for 20, whatever. Listen, I'm getting it off me. We got we got 20 grand here. We gonna try to get a. But see, that's the thing when you in that life, you looking for the next lick. So once again, my heart and prayers goes out to both of these individuals as I look at them on the screen right there. My black sister and my black brother. Once again, I've been there, on both sides. So this is, once again, not a judgment. So, I don't want nobody, calling me and be like, hey, you said this. This is a teaching experience. This is a learning experience on what not to do in life. Period. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I'm talking about it is because it's all over my social media timeline. But, I hope this is a learning experiences for both individuals. If there's some substance abuse involved, hopefully they'll be able to sober up and see. Like, every time I went to jail, I was able to sober up and see for a change. And then, finally it clicked. Maybe this will be the time that it clicked for these 2 individuals. And once again, to the victim, glad, things, he just ended up, Robbie could have been worse on his end, and could have been scared like the girl, and when she hit me up 3 times, could have been that way. But once again, I'm here to tell the story. Some people are not. And so that's when we live this street life, we live this gangster life, we glorified in the music and all that. That stuff is nothing, man. That stuff is nothing, man. For real. For real. So, as always, 919-587-7782. If you haven't been to the website, go to the website, www.taylorhousepublications.com. You see it on the screen. And, if you want to support, purchase the books, donate, publish a book, just check out the resources on the site. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.